Hey guys, Dean on Nick's Homestead. We haven't done a garden update in a long time. I thought we'd go ahead and give you one since it's been a while. Since now we're starting into the fall or winter side of our garden. Here's our Halloween Halloween costume. I guess it's not a costume.
It's a prop. It's a haunted
prop
house,
that Nicole has.
prop.
What I haven't figured out is what is this little thing here up on the shoulder?
Entrails.
Entrails?
Yes.
And as you can see, the maggots and the guts.
He was slashed to death.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what's going on for Halloween. So out here in the garden, let's see what we've got planted for the fall or for the winter. It's kind of in Texas, you just kind of have a lot of different seasons that kind of run together. So here in our first bed out here is our pak choi. Pak choi, which will grow into tall. We showed these last year. Grow into tall leafy vegetables, and that's what this is really. This is a stir fry season for us. This is when we get all of our stir fry foods for the
We ate
the
a
winter and the
lot
fall.
of pak choi last
Yeah.
year. A lot of it.
This over here, which I thought was pak choi, but I think it is Chinese cabbage, because I planted some Chinese cabbage seeds as well, and it's starting to come up too. And here's one of our leftover pepper plants, and I'll show you some more pepper plants over there, but they've really come on in this fall weather. Okay, over here in this raised bed, we have some celery here.
And then we use the celery leaves. We dehydrate and make our own celery salt. Good
Yeah.
for soups. Very, very good for you.
Yeah, and it goes in our stir fry. And here's our broccoli coming on. These little guys here, and you're going to see a lot of these around here. This is chickweed, and actually it's really not bad for the garden. It's unsightly. Nicole uses it to actually feed her chickens with, but
They love it.
we could leave it in here as well. But here's our broccoli starting to come on. It's going to be a while yet. And actually, it's probably 80 degrees outside right now, so
And when these broccoli get bigger, a little tiny broccoli button will appear down here. It's going to take a couple weeks, but we'll record it when we see buttons.
and this is left over from the summer garden. This is our eggplant, still growing. You can see one down here.
Oh,
The stink bug right there. Swiss chard. Nicole's been picking the Swiss chard. We've been eating this Swiss chard all summer long, and now here it is in the fall, and we're still eating the Swiss chard.
This Swiss chard is last year's chard, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Look at the root system on that.
Yeah, it's got a good root system.
We got lots of eggplant in here.
Eggplant that I don't know if anybody remembers, but one of the old videos we did, how slow the eggplant was coming along. But you can see 7-foot tall eggplant here, and it's still producing. You can see in the bed, this is just the old compost bed. See all the old compost that's in here? And what it does over time, how it breaks down. And the fluffy, rich soil that you get from that. Just give it time and it will do its feeding. On this side over here, we've got some spinach. We've got some spinach right here. But I've lost a couple of plants because the cats seem to like to sit on the spinach.
Ooh, that tastes green.
Oh yeah. This is
That looks like cauliflower.
It's cauliflower or all the cold plants. Your cauliflowers, your broccolis, your cabbages, Brussels sprouts, all look the same to me, and so I always get it mixed up. So I don't know what's going to grow here. It's going to be one of those 3, 4.
I think it's broccoli. I think cauliflower's in the next bed. We'll find out.
And here is our, what is this? Asian lettuce?
That's Chinese cabbage, I think.
Chinese cabbage. Chinese
We're gonna have a lot
cabbage.
of that.
This coming up here.
Got 16 plants right there.
Here?
Mhm.
Here's just an empty space where we're actually taking in the beds, where there was a gap here in between the beds, and now we're taking them in.
If we find some onion sets, we can put onions in there.
Yeah. And here is
Cauliflower.
cauliflower plants.
I don't know. It'll be
Maybe,
one or the other.
maybe not. And as you can see, this is the compost that I've stuck on here, like I showed you over there, that coming of our compost.
Ooh, that little plant didn't make it.
2 or 3 inches. And this break down during the winter Of course, help feed
Did
the
you see this one?
plants.
It
Yeah.
didn't make it.
Yeah. No, it didn't. Here on this one,
More beans are coming up.
you can see where we just finished with the cucumbers. Those things are done. And now we're replanting here with beans, which is not doing real well. We're trying to get a crop of beans up here. Yeah.
There's 1, 2, 3, 4. I only see 4 that have come up.
Yeah, it may take a couple of days before the beans finally come up.
And look here. This is why we end up with surprise plants
Yeah.
in our bed, and we've actually got a second crop of cucumbers that way before.
Second and third.
Yeah.
This side over
You
here.
want to kill this stink bug larva?
Yeah, I'll get it. We have a huge problem in the south with stink bugs. See all these guys? That is the larva of the stink bug. This is what I do to get rid of them.
We don't spray anything on our plants except neem oil. No chemicals.
This here,
I think that's Brussels sprouts.
Brussels sprouts.
Yep.
Ground on this side, and of course today's Black Cat Day, so
Gideon's making an appearance.
he had to make an appearance. Okay, so we've already shown this side, so let's
What
go
about this bed here?
over here.
I don't know what that is.
This is our kohlrabi.
Oh, good.
This is our kohlrabi.
Those are delicious.
These are the ones that will end up making a ball on the bottom down here, about the size of a hard ball, and great in stir fries. And the greens are edible as well. More of our cold crops, which I don't know what they are.
No, I think that's Brussels sprouts again.
More Brussels sprouts.
I think so.
The bug damage right here.
We'll have to come out and look for them tonight.
Moving on down. This is our
Celtis.
Celtis. These guys is an Asian form of vegetable, and they're going to grow. You can see the base down here at the bottom of it, which should grow to be about a couple of feet tall anyway. The leaves are edible, but as the stalk grows, you can cut that stalk off and make
Kimchi.
out of it, which is a fermentation of what?
It's just a fermented food. It's an Asian food. There's so many different ways to make it.
And here's some snow peas that we've got growing here.
Looks like you got some spinach.
Oh
here
yeah,
too.
some more spinach over here. Yeah. And radishes up in here. Do we have any radishes over there yet?
A couple of little ones. I don't see any that are really... Oh,
So-
there's one right here. Look, he's ready to pick.
Some radishes.
That one's ready.
Oh, it'd get bigger than that.
Oh, but I want to taste
What are you
it.
picking it for?
I want to taste it.
I'll hit you.
Go ahead.
Oh, it popped. Look, too wet. Snow peas down here. Oh, look, here's one down here. See how big
that's a
one?
nice one.
Yeah.
Pick it. We'll eat it tonight.
Oh.
Buster.
So we got radishes here, snow peas here. On this side here,
Can't have the Southern garden without mustard greens.
mustard greens.
Delicious mustard greens.
Kind of nice and big.
They're huge.
The leaves are getting nice big leaves. You use those things in stir fry. You can cook them down. I actually use them as wraps with cheese and meat, and use those in lunch wraps.
And the nice thing about mustard greens is when you bust them off, they just start growing back.
Yeah, they keep growing.
Boiled mustard greens. You boil it up with some sausage or some salt pork. It is so good. I could eat mustard greens every day.
So our mustard greens are doing real well. And we didn't broadcast these things. I actually grew them by seed and then transplanted them out.
They're doing a lot better. They grow
That's why
much
they're
bigger.
so much bigger than the turnip greens right now. This side over here,
I don't know what that is.
this is turnip greens
That is?
right here. Yes.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I don't know. I think those are turnip greens right there.
Those are, but these are some that I have planted and I put them in here.
They look good.
This is our kale. This kale right here is left over from last year. Grew all during the summer. You can see the old hardened stalk to the thing.
That is, I want to say that's the black curly leaf kale. because this type of kale is much more rough than the kale that we have on
This
the
is
other side.
the newer kale, but we got some bigger ones. And here is our spinach,
Malabar spinach.
Malabar spinach. And that's actually a summer crop, but we planted it because Nicole found the plants.
It is really delicious.
You can
It's
see
good.
that they're crawling on up the top, producing leaves that are actually pretty tasty.
Show them this, Steen, here. This
Hmm?
is what's left of our cucuzza plant. Remember the great
Oh.
big long 4-foot cucuzza
Yeah,
plants
nothing
we
left
had?
there.
Yeah, I mean that one plant took over the whole archway here.
A little bit of shade cloth that's still up because it's been so hot down here, and we're still waiting for the cooler weather that should be hitting in a day or two.
See the difference between this kale here, this one, and this one?
Yeah, this is
This is more
the
tender.
this is the kale that we planted this year. This is the kale that we planted last year. And this is a tasty treat for the bugs, as you can see. I don't see any on there right now, so we have to come out at nighttime to catch the night feeders that like to feed. For some reason, have a appetite for this type of kale. Over here is some more turnip greens, right here.
Yeah, we bust these off too, and we boil up turnip greens.
Turnip.
Yeah.
And you can see our carrots that are overcome with the chickweed, but when I try to thin it, I end up pulling carrots too, so I just left it in there.
Yeah,
It's not gonna hurt.
Today, too.
I don't know if we've got any carrots in here yet.
This one looks like it's gonna make one.
Hmm.
I think they're still too little. Last time we planted, we thought we weren't gonna get any carrots, and we just ignored it. And then within several weeks, we had carrots. So I don't know. They're kind of hit and miss down here.
Yeah, because you have to sow down here. You're sowing carrot seeds when it's August and it's 100 degrees outside, and it's pretty difficult. Okay, on over here is our beetroot. We've been picking some of the greens for stir fries, but it's steadily coming on. We don't have any of the bulbs yet. Even if we don't get bulbs, we'll be happy as long as we get the greens from it, because they're great in our stir fries. And like I said, the wintertime down here in Texas, zone 9B, I think it is stir fry time for us. And this here is our Swiss chard.
It's my favorite. I love Swiss chard.
We didn't mention, but we've been invaded by armadillos this season too, and so we're constantly going back and trying to fix what the armadillos are stirring up at nighttime.
His name is Hoover.
Hoover. If I see a hole, I'll show it. I don't see one right now because I've got most of them covered up.
Oh, he came back.
Oh yeah, he's been back several times. So, yeah, this is our Swiss chard right here. You can see some of them are different colors. This is just the green Swiss chard.
Yeah, we have the red one.
Where's the
there.
red one?
Well, the red one's on the other side.
Oh,
We already
here's
showed that.
one of the red ones right here that are coming up.
Is that chard or is that a beet?
No, that's Swiss chard.
I love Swiss chard.
See this leaf over there?
Oh,
That's
yeah,
a Swiss
this one
chard. Yeah, Swiss chard. And this is some collard greens that we've got growing right here.
This is the first time we've grown collard.
Yeah. And our patch of turnip greens where we just threw the seeds and let it grow and see what happens. But we'll get plenty of greens out of that. This bed here we're eliminating because it's just too close to the woods. That's one of the problems with raised beds that people talk about. If you're too close to the woods, this is what you end up with. Roots from the trees, because they want some of that nourishment as well.
And we need to take a moment and say that this is where Frizzle is buried. My chicken.
Yeah, her chicken. So yeah, this bed, all three of these next three beds are going to be eliminated for next year because they're just too close to the woods. They're not getting enough sunlight, and as you can see, the woods want that nourishment too from those beds.
There is an absolutely enormous pepper down here. Check this out.
Jalapenos.
Look at the size of this thing.
Oh yeah, it's a nice one. So this is our peppers that we gave up on the summertime, and as the weather cools down, they start reproducing once again. And so she's picked. How many pounds was that you picked the other
Well, I
day?
picked 3 pounds the other day. The week before that, I picked 2 pounds. And what I've been doing is I've been taking them to work and giving them away because there's just so many peppers. We have enough pickled peppers to last us forever. Tried making bacon wrapped jalapenos last night. Dean loved them. I had one bite. It was too hot for me.
Yeah, they're pretty hot. You look at this right here, at this one right here. I want you to see what they're producing. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
All on that one
6, 7,
plant?
8, 9, about 10, 11 flowers right there in that one spot on these peppers.
This plant's close to 7 feet tall.
Yeah.
He's big.
Yeah, there's one on the top up there too.
Yeah.
And then our bell pepper plants are really coming on as well. These things have lasted through the summer. They're still producing.
Beautiful.
Got loads of bell peppers. I don't know how many. Here's one right here.
There's
This-
got to be at least a 10,
hidden.
10 to a dozen on here.
that are hidden all in here.
Oh, these are beautiful.
Yeah.
Look how big they got.
Yeah. There's some back over there.
Yeah, we literally
Some over
thought we
here.
weren't going to get any peppers. We just thought it was just not a good year.
And our poblanos.
Here, baby. Beautiful poblano right here.
Yeah. Lots of poblanos.
And more than likely, when we cook those, we'll stuff them. They're not as hot. Ooh, better grab that stink bug right there. See him? Right on this poblano right here.
Where?
Right there. He's a big one.
Oh, yeah.
Get him. Did you get him?
Oh,
He dropped.
dropped.
Stink bugs really do smell funny when you squish them. They kind of smell like hand lotion. But look at the size of this one here. Beautiful, beautiful poblanos. The shininess, how shiny they are.
Nice big poblanos. So yeah, that's the fall garden that we've got so far. And we've got some what are these growing over here? Pak choy. We went ahead and started some because pak choy, so we can rotate the crops out and still have plenty of pak choy.
And then these are your fig cuttings here.
Fig cuttings that have been all summer long and haven't done anything. So
Brown turkey figs.
brown turkey figs. So yeah, that's kind of get you up to date on anything we've got going on in here. Dino Nick's homestead.